Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Facemask Friday. I am going to be using this interesting sheet mask here. It says horse fat on it. Now, if you're squeamish or vegan, vegetarian, have any feelings towards me using this mask, then I suggest you don't bother continuing on. I did a yes style. Sorry, yes to is the like yes to cards. If I'm a bit all over the place, it's the tablets that I'm on. I'm not having the best time just now, so if I'm got a bit of brain fog, bear with, okay? But basically, I did a yes style haul a wee while ago. I can leave a link to that video, and I saw this mask and I was just intrigued just to see. So it says beauty in a food sheet mask, horse fat. And it says rich nutrients to make skin moist and smooth. See what I mean? So naturally it's all in Korean up here, but what it says is contains horse fat. Obviously, I don't know how much it contains of it. A beauty mask sheet that contains rich nutrients and moisturising ingredients to make skin moist and smooth. After cleansing, use a toner to define skin texture. Place mask on entire face, avoiding eyes and lips. After about 10 to 20 minutes, remove the sheet and lightly pat to absorb the remaining essence. Now, the tablets that I'm on are also giving me reactions. So I've got so bad skin texture on my eyelids and I'm just not having the best time. I feel like I'm going back in time. So we're going to pop this on and just see how it goes. Well, it smells okay. Don't really know what I'm expecting it to be like, but it doesn't smell of anything. It's just more of like a creamy liquid than your normal dripping serumy type masks. So let's try this on and just see how it goes. This is going to be cold going on the face. Oh. Okay. The things I do for you guys. Well, thumbs up. It's a good fit. I'm going to put it on for 10 minutes rather than the 20. And let's just see what happens. It fits really snugly, so that's great. And it's, you know, it's sitting where it's supposed to, whereas some of them, as you know, are just ridiculous. But it's definitely more of a cream texture than it is like a serumy type texture. So hopefully that's going to have the nourishingness in it. Oh, I have no energy, guys. I just feel so bloody drained. Basically, the gist of what's going on with me is I was diagnosed in 2013 with an anxiety disorder. It came out of nowhere for me, and then at the same time I was also diagnosed with a hiatus hernia, which is, it's a sliding one I've got, so it slides between your stomach up into, you know, your slides up and down, gives you heartburn and discomfort and all that loveliness. So basically at the time of trying to get used to both of them, back in 2013, I was pretty unwell because I was trying to manage how to cope with how the anxiety was making me feel, which was panicked and scared and all these irrational things. And then also the feeling of having a hiatus hernia, which also gets made worse by the anxiety and everything. So it was a mixture of the two. So anyway, long story short, I started off on beta blockers back in the day. She put me on them because I felt like my heart was literally beating out my chest, which it wasn't, but it was just the way my anxiety was affecting me. And I didn't realise at the time that the beta blockers were not really helping me. They were making my anxiety more predominant, and they were also making my hernia so much more worse. They were really affecting my hernia, making it really painful no matter what I ate, no matter how little I ate, no matter the medicines I took. I can't remember how long I was on it for, but I just remember going back to the doctor trying to find a pulse, and he said he could hardly find my pulse, it was hardly there. So he took me off them. Now, you're not allowed to come off these sorts of things like that. You know, you've got to be weaned off it, apparently. So anyway, I haven't been on them since like 2013. I have been suffering for the last year. It's been the worst anyway, of totally overheating. I mean, it's like 13 degrees today, it's raining, it's windy, most people are cold, they've got their heating back on, they're putting jumpers and stuff on, and there's me still suffering, flushing, sweat pouring off me. But it's not about the fact that I've got like body odour or under my arms. It's not that. It's basically that my whole body is saturated. My clothes will end up stuck to me, particularly if I'm at work. Yes, the buildings are roasting at work, so that does not help at all. And I basically went to the doctor last Tuesday, and I was like, I cannot deal with this. It's affecting my everyday life. You know what I mean? And of course you get that thought of, I'm going to be warm. So then naturally... So basically, you know, she's a new doctor, so I had to go through all my whatevers. And she said to me that maybe I could try beta blockers, because she said my pulse was racing and it was at the higher end of like what your pulse should be. But she never actually told me, you know, what the numbers were. She never took my blood pressure or anything. Now, beta blockers are used for many different things, like angina, heart problems, supposedly to lower adrenaline, which can, you know, help with stressful situations. So she suggested I try this for sweating. So basically tomorrow, which is the 10th of September, I'll have been on it a week. So she said, it says on the box, it's propranolol, or I don't know how you say it, but you can basically take up to 3 tablets. So I took a tablet, and apparently they're fast working, like they work pretty fast. And I swear to God, I wish I had never taken them. That I have not been feeling myself all week. I feel like I'm going back in time to 2013, and it's just awful. I've had every symptom going. I've had the rashes. I've got a rash here on my chest, like a prickly heat rash. I've had headaches, dizziness, diarrhea, just everything. So basically today, I just felt so panicky all day, like so panicky. And I was like, I've got to go back to work tomorrow. I know I'm going to be warm because the buildings are warm. I felt like I was going to break down. I don't want to leave my house. And I was like, this is all taking me back to 2013. I don't want to go back there. It's 2019. I've gone through enough shit. And as much as, you know it's going to pass, you know it'll get better, you know it'll go away, when it's happening to you, it's just horrific. And when it was happening to me, I had my dad here. Now that I'm going through it a bit again, I don't have anybody here. Yes, I was speaking to my best friend Emily in York on the phone, and, you know, my partner Bruce and things. And I didn't want to take the tablet at all today. I took half a tablet over the weekend, and I'm seeing the doctor on Tuesday, tomorrow morning. And then I was going to Bruce, I'm so panicked today, like my whole body just feels panic. And he was like, maybe you should just take half the tablet until you see the doctor tomorrow and take it from there. But I'm like, if I take half the tablet, it upsets my hernia, and then I'm feeling twice as bad. So I've taken the tablet, touch wood, my hernia is okay, but I just have no energy. I don't want to do anything. I didn't even really want to come on and do this, but I was like, come on, Julie, do it. And, you know, it's just doing my nutting. So basically, for me, I would say beta blockers are a no-go. Yes, they may lower your heart rate from going 10 to the dozen, which the doctor was saying she thought was possibly what was happening, is that when my body gets warm, it overcompensates, and then my heart rate's going, even though I wasn't even thinking about my heart rate, but because of being on these tablets and the way they're making me feel, it's making me more alert to things that I don't need to be alert to, basically. So I don't know what the outcome's going to be. But if I'm honest, I would rather suffer sweating and having to change my underwear and my clothes throughout the day when I'm at work or what have you than this. Because it's just been awful. I mean, it comes in waves. But literally all I've done since I got up today, thankfully I don't work today, but all I've done since I got up today is lie on that sofa and yawn. And then I had a bit of a breakdown and had a wee cry to myself. And, you know, I mean, my friend Emily as well down in York, she's, you know, as she says, she thinks I'm still grieving my dad as well because it hasn't even been a year yet. So there's all just these different things. But between yawning and sitting over there and running to the toilet, because apparently it can upset your stomach as well, it's just like never ending. So if any of you out there have ever been on any beta blockers, whether you have anxiety or not, do you suffer with like symptoms like a rash, lightheadedness or dizzy, no energy, you just don't want to do anything? Like, I don't want to do anything. I literally don't want to do anything. And I'm not depressed. I don't feel depressed. You know how, like, if you're depressed, you don't want to do anything. It's not like that at all. Sorry, I need to get a tissue. It's not like that at all. It's just, they just totally give me no energy whatsoever. So, when I go to the doctor tomorrow, I'm going to say to him, look, her, whoever, because I don't know who it's going to be, these beta blockers do not work for me. If anything, they heighten my anxiety and the panic within my body. I don't know why, but they do. And to be perfectly honest with you, you know, I don't even know if they are going to help for sweating. Surely to goodness there is a tablet that they can just give me that is for people that sweat too much, that isn't going to cause all these shit ton of thingies. So yeah, that's basically what's been going on for me. And I have no desire really to do anything. And I feel like up until I went on this tablet, I was feeling pretty okay. I mean, I've got other shit going on in my life like other people do that wasn't particularly fun and wasn't particularly making me feel on top of the world, but I was dealing. And I've got things coming up and things to look forward to and stuff like that. But this has just knocked me for six. So anyway, this timer is literally just about to go off. So I'm going to take this off my face. I have to say it feels okay on. You know, this is what I mean. Like if you see there, it's like a really creamy sort of mask. It's not like the normal kind of thing where... And I'll just massage the excess in. But yeah, to me, it really does seem okay. You know, as I say, it's by a company called Skin Food, and it says it's got rich nutrients to make your skin moist and smooth. What do you think? Do you think it looks like it's done something? It feels nice. It feels nice and moisturised. It feels like it's really going into my skin. As I say, I don't know how much horse fat is in it or what have you. Just when I was on the site and I was looking through the different things, I just thought it'd be interesting to try it. So again, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, click the bell button. I really appreciate all of you that do that and support me. And yeah, hopefully once I see the doctor and we got all this sorted out, I will be feeling in better form and be a bit more back to myself, because I feel like a zombie. It's like, I don't know. You know, people that have to be on really strong medicine. I mean, it's 40 grams and you can take up to 3 a day. And I was only taking the 20. And now I'm only taking 10 grams. And you know what I mean? I dread to think how I would be if I had have decided to take 3 a day, but I'm glad I didn't. I know doctors know what they're talking about, but sometimes we know our body better ourselves. So sometimes it's got to be a bit of listening to them and listening to ourselves. And, you know, mental health sucks. It really does suck ass, and I hate having it. And if I could pass it on, I wouldn't even pass it on to somebody else because it's just horrible. But see, those of you out there that have never suffered or don't suffer, you honestly don't know how lucky you are, because it is a literal chore every single day in life just to get up and keep going sometimes. That's how much it drags you down. And I know that it's one of those things where it's invisible to the prying eye, and, you know, not all disabilities are visible. And that's the way of it, you know what I mean? And it's 2019. It's about time people actually realised, and if they are ignorant to it, you should look it up. Don't just be like, get over it, or, oh, that excuse again, because it's not an excuse. You have no idea what it's like if you haven't suffered it yourself, or even if you haven't been around someone or lived with someone that does suffer from it. Don't stick your head in the sand. If you think, oh, I don't know enough about it, find out about it. Don't just judge people. Go and find out about it. Don't, you know what I mean? Like, if it was me and I was an employer or a work colleague or something, and I was thinking, oh God, they're always going on about they feel panicked or whatever, I would look it up. I would try and understand. I wouldn't just be like, you just need to get a grip and get over it, because it's the last thing we need to hear. On that note though, I'm off. Bye.